Good morning, Marshall staff. I wanted to reach out and just share some information. I know a lot of you have a lot of questions about what's going on right now. It's just been an interesting summer, and a lot of things, a lot of moving pieces right now, and I wanted to just share a few updates. This isn't scripted, so you're just going to get some kind of thoughts, and I know I won't have all the answers yet right now, but I want to share a few things with you. The return to learn update, the plan, you each had a chance to hear from your building principals, some things there. We've rolled that out to the board this week, and really the admin team is putting a lot of work into starting to put some details into that plan, getting some final things as far as schedules at the buildings worked out, and how do we figure out which kids are coming in which days. That's all taking place now. I know a lot of SLT teams have met, and if they haven't met, they'll be meeting in the near future to get some input. Right now, that plan is kind of back to the buildings to work out some details on it. Parents really have two options in the plan. Either they choose the in-school plan with whatever model the state says we can do with that, or they choose the full distance learning, full at home. We're calling that learn at home. And that's something the state said we have to have that option for families, because we know we have families that just aren't comfortable coming back to school right now. I need to have that option. So we're working out how to make that happen. And I know we're starting to collect that information from parents as to who needs that option. We've got until next Friday. We've given in for people to give us names and contact and get signed up for that. So when we get all those names down, we'll know a little more how many kids we've got going with that, and get the details put into that. But that's going on right now. We also have the survey out to parents that we put out this week, and they've got a week with that too. But we're looking at things at transportation. It's a concern we have. If we're in a hybrid learning model, we can have 50% of kids on our buses. There's 50% capacity, so that could really change the number of buses we need, or how we run bus routes, and certainly how we're going to afford to do that is something we're looking at. How can we make that happen? So we were asking parents, if you're able to, is there another way to get your kid to school, so we can use the bus routes we've got to get the kids that really need that transportation. So we're asking those questions right now. Also with sibling care, asking if you have an elementary kid, do you have a high school or middle school sibling that needs to be home on the same days to help provide childcare? So we're asking some of those questions and trying to put some of those extra details together. Yesterday, you all got an email from Aurora for Human Resources, and she's asking about what accommodations might you need to come back to school, to come back in this fall and get going. And there's some information she's asked in a survey, and then she can follow up too. So if you've got questions, you're just thinking, boy, I don't know how this is going to work for me, reach out to district office, give Aurora a call, or shoot her an email, and she'll help work through those things with you if you want to find out what we need to do to help people there too. I know there's a lot of things kind of coming and going. I was looking this week, realized we kind of pushed things out, and we put a video out on Facebook, and we put the return to learn plan out to the school board, and I'm realizing I didn't send that out to you guys. I apologize you didn't get that first. I need to do better with that, getting information to you guys right away too. But I want you to know that there is a website that Trisha's been putting a lot of work into and setting up, so all the newest, most current information is going into one common spot for people to access. So I encourage you to check that out. We've got some things on there with all the updated information we shared. That's where we're kind of housing that. You're also going to get a email later, probably today, with the Tiger Insider for this week with some information, some links to some of those pieces as well. One thing that we're hearing a lot of questions from families about is just, what can I do to help? How can I help out? What do you need from us? So we put together like a top 10 list for family members with that. And one of the things on there is busing. We said, follow the plan, let us know what you need to come back into school. A big thing, as we've talked to public health, is encouraging families to wear the masks and follow those social distancing guidelines. The way the community responds to what's going on right now is going to respond to is going to affect what we can do in school. So the more we encourage people to follow some of those things, that'll help us, because we all want to get back to some sort of sense of normal, right? So that's going to help. So that top 10 list we put out there is a way, you might get those questions too. It'd be some things you could help too. The other thing that's on the website that we put out yesterday is a frequently asked questions document we've been working on, just some things that are coming up from staff and from students and families, but some questions that you'll probably get to. I encourage you to check out that frequently asked questions document, and that's going to be information we send out to you in the Tiger Insider this week too, so you can see that there. And last thing I just want to mention this morning, just quick, we're concerned about, are we going to have enough subs for this year? I know that's something you guys have asked too, and it's tight every year, and this year we're working on some things there too. But if you know anyone that you have some connections or anyone you think might make a good substitute teacher, encourage you to reach out to them, talk to them, encourage them to talk to us and get on that sub list. Pell's is working on some different guidelines this year, is what they'll allow and how some of those things might work too. So certainly we know we're going to need some help there. So we we could use names of people that can help do that. It's going to be an interesting year, but we can do this. We can put this together, and we've got a good solid framework started. We know we've got some details to add in. We're going to need input from you guys. Building's going to work on getting some of those things together, and really looking forward to working with everyone this year and getting a plan together and getting kids back and trying to find that sense of normal again that we all desire. That's what I got for you this morning. Have a good day, everyone.